Hi there, it's Walter here from the Daily Trader, and I want to show you something that is really cool. A lot of people don't even know about this, and it hopefully should blow you away because it's one simple thing you can do, and over a lifetime it means a lot of extra money in your trading. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet. Well, what does this spreadsheet show? It doesn't. Well, there's basically two different types of stop losses. There's a stop loss which is variable, which means that the stop loss, for a given trade may be 50 pips away or 20 pips away or 180 pips away or 70 pips away. Every stop loss is different. And that's really the way that I usually trade. And then there's the stop loss that says, it's always going to be 35 pips away, it's fixed, or it's always going to be 50 pips away, it's a fixed stop loss. I like to trade variable because my stop losses are usually placed somewhere due to where I think the market's probably not going to go. So that's why I use variable stop losses. Now what you see here is a system I've been backtesting, and let me show you how to read this spreadsheet. So I've got a variable stop loss, so each stop loss is going to be set according to what I think is reasonable for that trade. So again, it's going to vary each time. The balance on this account is $10,000, and I'm trading for one standard lot, which is $10 a pip. If I set my risk to 1%, and if I take all of these trades here, you can see at the end of all these trades, my $10,000 account gains $5,246, or essentially 52%, which is great. Now, what if instead of trading standard lots, I actually decided to trade $1 lots? Well, if I do that, I actually make more money. Remember, I made $15,000? Now I'm up to $21,000, just over that, simply because I'm no longer trading standard lots. I'm trading mini lots for $1 a pip. Now, why would that be the case? Well, what happens with standard lots is there's some trades where my stop loss is going to be so far away that I can't trade for $10 a pip and still keep my 1% risk. So by moving to $1 per pip and mini lots, I actually free up many more trades become available to me. Now you'll notice, like this trade right here, notice how there's nothing, it says 0 lots, 0 pips, 0 risk, blah 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 blah. Well, this is a trade that I couldn't take even though I moved down to $1 per pip. Now look at what happens when I go to $10 a pip. You can see there are many trades here that I'm unable to take, because if I'm risking 1%, I can't take these trades because I'd be risking more than 1%. So let's change it again, and from standard lots to mini lots, let's go to these little 10-cent per pip lots. Guess what? My profit goes up again from 21 to 22,000. What happens if I go down to 1 cent per pip? It goes up even more to 22,000, over 22,000. Now, what happens if I say I can choose my own lot size? So I could trade, if I needed to, I could trade for 7 cents a pip, or $1.05, or $2.29 per pip. In other words, I define the lot size. Well, I make even more money. And you can see here, this is accentuated depending on how much risk I put. So if I'm willing to be crazy and go with a 5% risk per trade, I make $71,000 with any lot size. But if I have standard lots, I only make $64,000. So I made an additional $7,000 just on these trades simply because I can choose the lot size. I hope that this is interesting to you, because it should be. Over the course of your lifetime, if you apply this principle, particularly with smaller accounts, smaller trading accounts, that means that you're going to make a lot more money over your lifetime simply because you define the lot size and you get closer to that percentage risk that you're trying to maintain over each trade. Let me show you a broker here. This broker here, owanda.com, they will enable you to take any lot size you want. A lot of people aren't aware of this, that there are brokers out there such as Owanda who will allow you to define your own lot size and thus keep your risk constant across all of your trades. This is a big deal because over many trades, this will add up, and it can mean thousands and thousands, perhaps millions. It could perhaps even be millions of dollars that you make in addition to your standard profits, simply because you're able to keep your risk constant. Until the next video, I wish you very happy trading.